Imagine waking up in a world without smartphones, highways, or even sliced bread. Sounds pretty wild, right? But here's the twist. Some of these life-changing ideas didn't make headlines, and almost nobody remembers who invented them or how they got started. Today on Factual America, we're diving into the forgotten innovations that, quite literally, built the America we know. Get ready, because by the end of this video, you'll realize the unsung moments and minds behind our everyday lives are way more fascinating than you ever thought. Hey everyone, welcome back to Factual America, the place where we unlock the stories hiding right in plain sight across the USA. In this video, we're shining a light on genius inventions and groundbreaking ideas that change daily life for millions, even though most of us never give them a second thought. From the highways that connect our cities to the bagged salads in our grocery stores, we're breaking down some jaw-dropping aha moments you probably use every day without ever knowing who to thank. So, stick around, because after hearing these stories, you're never going to see your morning toast or next road trip the same way ever again. Let's kick things off with a bang, with something that literally crisscrosses the nation, the interstate highway system. Most folks know it's massive, but did you know it was inspired by Germany's Autobahn? In 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower pushed Congress to build 4 to 1,000 miles of highways after seeing how crucial fast-moving roads were during World War II. But here's what nobody talks about. The system transformed more than just travel. Shipping food and goods became faster. Industries like motels and fast food boomed. And even the way we took family vacations changed forever. Before this, a cross-country drive could take weeks. Now, it's days. The interstate is so woven into our lives that it's hard to imagine America before it. Yet, outside of a few historians and road enthusiasts, who actually remembers the names of those highway planners? Sticking with a travel theme, let's talk about a piece of tech hidden in plain sight. The barcode. That stripy little label on your groceries is one of the most world-changing inventions of the 20th century. And it was invented by a pair of students, Bernard Silva and Norman Woodland, back in the 1940s. They never became household names, yet their invention basically created modern retail. Think about it. No barcodes means no rapid checkout, no serious inventory tracking, no big box stores as we know them. Imagine Walmart or Amazon without the humble barcode. There's almost no way they'd exist. Yet, we scan and beep through life, forgetting the forgotten minds who made all this possible. Now let's switch gears to something you probably interact with every single morning: sliced bread. That classic saying, "the best thing since sliced bread," it's not just a joke. In 1928, Otto Frederick Rohlwetter from Iowa built the first automatic bread slicing machine. Before that, people bought loaves whole and cut clunky slices themselves. When sliced bread first hit shelves, people actually thought it was a fad. But soon, bread sales soared by 2,000% in a matter of months. Sandwiches took over school lunches, and it totally reshaped eating habits coast to coast. Think of every PB&J or grilled cheese ever eaten. None of it would be quite the same without that unsung hero, Rohlwetter. Speaking of household heroes, have you ever stopped to think how easy it is to keep your food fresh year-round? We owe that to Clarence Birdseye, the man who revolutionized how we eat with the frozen food process. In the 1920s, Birdseye was living in Labrador, Canada, when he noticed Inuit fishermen would freeze fish instantly in the icy temperatures. keeping them fresh for months. Back in the U.S., he created a system that froze food quickly, locking in flavor and texture. This meant Americans could eat peas and strawberries in December, forever changing our diets and how supermarkets operate. But not all game changers were about food or roads. Let's talk about the little blue strip that keeps you safe every day, the seatbelt. Even though cars were invented in the late 1800s, it wasn't until 1959 that Swedish engineer Niels Bohlin designed the modern three-point seatbelt. But it was American activism in the 1960s and 70s, fueled by high-profile stories and relentless safety campaigns, that made seatbelts standard and legally required in cars nationwide. Studies estimate seatbelts have saved more than 1 million American lives, yet their origin story is mostly overlooked in our fast-paced society. And while we're on the road, here's another simple idea with huge impact: the traffic light. Garrett Morgan, an African-American inventor, patented the three-position traffic signal in 1923. Before that, city streets were totally chaotic. Accident rates were sky high. Morgan's invention added the crucial yellow light stage, giving drivers time to slow down. Every time you catch a yellow at an intersection, you're seeing a little slice of forgotten American brilliance. Let's not forget the humble air conditioner. Today, staying cool is just a matter of turning a dial. But back in 1902, engineer Willis Carrier created a system to fight humidity at a printing plant in Brooklyn. Soon, his invention spread to offices, stores, and eventually homes. The air conditioner didn't just make life more comfortable, it literally helped cities like Phoenix, Houston, and Miami boom into the mega cities they are today. Without AC, the Sun Belt wouldn't have become the powerhouse region it is. Now, here's a twist. The innovation that let Americans carry water and soda everywhere: plastic bottles. Nathaniel Wyeth, working at DuPont in the 1970s, developed the process to blow mold PET plastic into sturdy, light bottles. Glass was heavy and breakable, but Wyeth's bottles revolutionized how drinks are sold and shipped, fueling everything from the bottled water craze to soda on the go. Sure, there are downsides like plastic waste, but the impact on everyday convenience is undeniable. All right, time for a little engagement. Which one of these forgotten innovations surprised you the most? Or is there an invention you think deserves more credit for changing the way Americans live? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Smash that like button if you learned something new. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from Factual America. The takeaway is simple. Our lives are stitched together by 1,000 ideas and inventions we rarely give a second thought. From highways to barcodes, seat belts to sliced bread, America is in so many ways built on unsung innovation. So, next time you're on a cross-country drive, grabbing dinner from the freezer, or just waiting at a traffic light, remember, behind every everyday convenience is a forgotten moment of genius. Thanks for watching Factual America. Stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, keep finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. See you next time.